We cannot revert from CBC to 844, but instead we need to retrace our steps, including teacher employment, retooling, and ensuring accessibility and adequate resources and infrastructures. This is according to Sawa Agenda alongside other partners who launched the Foundational Literacy and Numeracy Flana Report 2023.
We are less than 3 years away from senior school, and yet we haven't commenced preparations for senior school. We should by now have categorized schools, determined which ones will be for what pathway, started to look at the gaps in what they need to be able to implement that particular pathway and start to invest.
The report revealed that the percentage of school dropouts from age 6 to 15 has increased to 8.5% in 2023 compared to 7.5%.
More boys are opting not to go to school, but I blame this on the kind of conversations we've been having where we have minimized the value of education to being a preparation for employment. If you make education just a preparation process for employment, and in an economy where unemployment is rampant like in Kenya, then children start to see no value in education because they see that even if they go through education, they will not be employed.
The issue of school dropping out is a major problem, and the main problem is because of the school fees. We are saying that parents are poor, they cannot afford school fees, and therefore in Kenya, at present, we want the issue of school fees to be re-examined.
According to the report, 36% of children transiting from grade 6 to join secondary school cannot read a grade 3 text appropriately. That means that 3 in 10 grade 6 learners cannot read a grade 3 English text.
If you are not able to read, it means you can only learn from the people you meet physically.
And even more worryingly is the lack of infrastructures. Only 3 in 10 schools in rural areas have computer labs, and only 18% of those schools are connected to the internet.
One time I spoke to a gentleman from Safaricom, and he told me we have offered government to allow us to be tax exempted on the amount that we spend on this project, to connect some schools to the internet, and the government said no.
The report further recommends shifting from the teacher-pupil ratio to teacher-class ratio, as teachers' shortage is one of the contributing factors to poor performances.
If you go to a school of, say, 10 classes, there are 9 teachers. So meaning that even when all of them are in class, there is still a class that is unattended. And that is a problem.
We have a lot of environmental factors that affects performance. Like if you talk about water in the school, you talk about the toilet space, you talk about things that would attract the child to be in school, even including nutrition, food.
Meanwhile, SL counties led by Mandera County have the least number of teachers and the highest percentage of children dropouts. Harriet Chimea, K24.